welcome back to Clean with Kate, and this week I'm doing some detail cleaning in my lounge. So this is my lounge. If you've watched any of my videos, you've probably seen it before. It's in the old part of the house. It's quite a big room. It hasn't had that much use recently because since we've had the puppies, we've been tending to stay in the rooms with the hard floors, although they are now house trained. They've been house trained for quite a while. I think we just got out of the habit of using this room. Anyway, I'm going to set a timer for 15 minutes. I'm going to do some detail cleaning. So I thought you might like to join me. So I've got this window cleaner. I've got a method glass cleaner. I've got this little duster, which is really handy. Oh, it looks like it is ready for a wash. But I'm just going to start by doing the flat surfaces. So I detail clean in here once a month. I follow the FlyLady cleaning system. Sorry, I'll have to adjust the camera so you can see what I'm doing. I follow the FlyLady cleaning system, and in the FlyLady cleaning system, the house is zoned. So this is zone 5, and it's always in the last week of the month. Sometimes there's a bit of an overlap with zone 1, which is the entrance hall. Whoops, poor old clock. Golly, I must slow down. I'm going to break something. So it feels really good. I've had a little bit of a break from cleaning. I've been spring cleaning at the cottage last weekend. And so the house has been a little neglected. I did manage to do my detail cleaning last week in the master bedroom, having said that. But I'm not sure I've made many videos recently. So apologies if you've been waiting for a video. But anyway, today I'm feeling much better. My feet are much better. So I'm going in to do some. Right, I've got quite a few dusters, and I've also got my face. Oh, I should have brought my kneeler actually. Let's get under the sofa. To dust under there. Right, I've already done a detailed vacuum in here because the vacuum cleaner is really, really noisy. So I didn't want to subject you to that. I've had a few comments saying my vacuum cleaners are very noisy, which they are. So I decided, my husband and I did it together because I need him to move the big heavy furniture. So we've been under all the sofas, we've moved all the chairs. Let me just get this out of the way. Whew. Well, it is warm in here. It's an absolutely glorious sunny day. But it is actually quite warm for cleaning. Even though it's only March. Once this room heats up very quickly in the sun. Right, let's get a bit of wood polish on. So, let's pop a bit of wood polish on this. I like the scent of this wood silk. It just makes the furniture mat smell wonderful. And it makes the room smell wonderful. And it just goes good for getting the sticky marks off. I think I'll move this over here so I can keep an eye on the timer. So I'm just polishing this wooden tray. Whew. I think this cloth's ready for a wash. I think I used it when I was doing the master bedroom last week and I haven't washed it yet, but it's just my polishing cloth. So just give this a quick polish. I'm going to have to be gentle. Oh, I should have done this really while I had the chairs pulled out. We've had all these chairs out today. No, I'm not going to pull the furniture out. We've already had all the furniture out and put it all away. We were checking for moths. We had a moth infestation several years ago. And so every time I clean this room, we check for moth damage. So we have to pull all the furniture out, check underneath everything, turn the carpet over, vacuum the back of the carpet. It's a real palaver. If you've ever had moths, you'll know what I'm talking about. But we just check it every time we clean in here because this is a really old carpet and we don't want it to get damaged. Let's give the clock a little polish. Okay, let's pop this back. Oh, right, where did that come from? I think it was on there, wasn't it? Alright, I'm going to give this little tray some love now. It's actually, I wonder where to paint this little tray. It's quite an old tray, but it's not a particularly good wood. I wonder if all you did, I'll get some beeswax polish on it. It's just a very handy little tray. If you're having your tea in the lounge or you're having a cup of tea or anything, it's just really handy little tray to keep in here. Let's pop it up there. Just stays in the lounge, that tray. Right, have I got any more woodwork to polish? So I've used my first 5 minutes dusting. I think I'll pop a little bit on here because it's in the sun. It just helps to stop it drying out too much, although I'm not sure it's going to work because it is so sunny in this room at this time of year. I'm also going to pop a little bit of the polish on the top of the radiators because if the radiators come on in the evening, it just scents the room beautifully. Let's do it on this one as well. Good. I think that's enough with the shoe polish, furniture polish. What am I on? Let's do the glass next. Let's get a bit on this old mirror and pop that on there. Okay, so I'm going to do a little bit of cleaning of the mirror. It's not looking bad. It's not particularly dirty, but because I do it every month, it never really gets dirty. Oh dear, another job that I should have done while I had the furniture pulled out. I'm not firing completely on all cylinders at the moment, am I? That's going to have to wait. Do you know what? I might also do a little bit of zone 1 because we're going into zone 1 next week and my zone 1 is quite big. Or I might go into the kitchen snug because I tend to do that when I'm on this zone as well. Because our house has quite a lot of seating areas, reception areas. Whoops, I think my pinny's come undone. Let's have a look. I might give the dogs a polish. Just go over them with this, get the dust off. I happen to notice I've got dog nose prints in the kitchen snug. So it might be a good idea. I don't really want to do the windows in here today. Oh, I suppose I could. It's a lovely sunny day. I probably should. I think when it's sunny, you just notice everything that needs doing, don't you? The windows look so mucky. I was cleaning the other day and a friend messaged me and I told her what I was doing. She's like, why are you cleaning? It's a beautiful sunny day. What do you think my reply to her was? See if you can guess. But I did take her point. I did stop and go in the garden for a bit. And I'm planning to go in the garden after I've done this. I think that'll be my reward for doing 15 minutes zone work. And actually, I think now we've done the detail vacuum. My husband did the cobwebs with the long cobweb tool this morning. I think that'll be it. I don't think this is going to need a lot of work in here. Whew. Let's have a go at this one next. This room's pretty much always company ready, particularly at the moment because we haven't been using it as much. But I tend to, if we do use it, I tend to put it back to how it should be straight away. I tend to do a bit of a quick evening routine tidy up in here. So if we watch telly in here in an evening, or have a cup of tea or anything in here, I put it back as it should be. Right, I think it'd be nice to put some spring bulbs in here maybe. I've had these fake flowers, these, what are they called? Hydrangeas in here all winter, but I wonder if it'd be nice to have, I might get some. I've got some in the other room. Do you know what? I think I might go and get them. I might have a swap around. Let me just see if that'll work. I've got 6 minutes left on my timer. So part of doing this job is having a look what's in here, having a bit of a swap around, changing the seasons. Dog bed, log baskets they could do with refilling. It's still quite chilly in the evenings. I've been having a bit of a play in the conservatory. And I've done this. I've got these lovely hyacinths in here. So I think I might take that through into the lounge. Hopefully they'll transfer okay. Try not to trip over. I might have a change. A bit worried about putting them on that beautiful tray in case I leak water onto it. That's why I tend to have the false flowers in here. So I might pop those there for a minute out the way while I decide where they're going. And get that other tray out, the little grotty tray. Because I won't worry about them on there so much. Let's pop them on there. But where can the big tray go? Might have to move. We could go onto one of these for now. Just while these are in here So the little tray will protect the, which one's this? Okay, I've got to put the footstools back now. So that'll put a nice scent into the room. Just put the footstools back where they belong. There are quite a lot of footstools in here, but when you've got a lot of people in here at Christmas and everyone's relaxing, it is lovely to be able to put your feet up. I think there might be too many though. Let's pop this one over here. I think this one belongs over here. I'm going to change a plan. I'm going to put this on top of this. That's it. That will work better, I think. There we are. That's going to do the job. Yep. And that one can go there. And the TV remote can go there. Good. So the room is now set up, ready to use, apart from the artificial flowers. But I have put the real flowers in. The sofa's been fluffed. I think my husband must have done that, or did I do it? Maybe I did it last time we used it. Where am I going to put these artificial flowers though? That is a bit of a challenge. Or they go on this windowsill. I think it might be too thin. Well, they might sit there. I'm just a bit worried they might fall off and break the jug. Will that work? Let's have a look. Because then they can come back onto the table when the hyacinths are finished. Yeah, I think that works. I've got these two big throws in here. They're just in case it gets a bit chilly in the evening. But I might wash them. Might wash them tomorrow. I've got a big backlog of laundry at the moment. Let me just sort my dogs out. Let's equalise them. Good. Okay, I'm happy with that. So those hyacinths should open and perfume that room beautifully. So I'm really, really pleased with that. I think that's worked well. Okay, that is my zone work done in there, I think. I don't think there's anything else to do. Right, 3 minutes left on my timer. Do you know what? I'm just going to do some work in the hallway. Just going to clean this mirror because I happened to notice it had dog nose prints on it, I think. So I'll get a head start. I normally do this as part of my weekly home blessing, but because I've had problems with my foot, my husband did the weekly home blessing this week, and I don't think he did this. He doesn't necessarily, I don't think he did the polishing or the glass. I think he just did the vacuuming and the mopping, but it was a huge help. I've got some hyacinths here which are looking ready for going out. So I think I'll give the windows a quick clean, and then the hyacinths can come out. I think that's my next job. I'll probably go and plant those in the garden. Because although it's a little frosty this morning, it's now pretty good. Right. So where's my basket gone? Should I do a few of the pictures? I'm going to do a few of the pictures in the hallway. They usually only get done when I'm detail cleaning this zone. Or I might do the downstairs mirror in the bathroom actually. I'm looking forward to seeing those hyacinths come out. Put some lights on, you can see what I'm doing. And I've just remembered something, I need to go and reboot my laundry. I undid the washing machine earlier and it's got, oh yes, this definitely needs doing. Again, it's something I always do as part of my weekly home blessing. Got a couple of minutes left on the timer. So I'm going to give this mirror a really good clean. There we go. Because it's nice, isn't it? When you come in and your mirror's clean and shiny. Why don't we get these as well while we're in here? Just a few windows, let the sun shine in. I think you always notice when your windows are grubby at this time of year. These are ones very forgiving because they're sort of stained. What's the word? They're sort of discreet. So when you're in the toilet, people can't see you. I don't know what the word for that is. Now I'm just going to do the front door. Again, this has got frosted glass in, which I don't know if I might like that or not. I don't know who put the frosted glass in. I think it'd be nice if it was clear, but it does give you privacy, I suppose. Right, there we go. Giving them a good clean. I heard the 1 minute warning going. I think I'm going to go in the kitchen and clean the mirror in the kitchen next. Oh, that one looks like it needs doing as well. That? Oh, no, I think it might actually be paint. It's hard to tell with this mirror because it's an antique mirror. So it's got that, what's that word? There's a special word for when an antique mirror does this. I love it, absolutely love it. I don't know what it's called though. Just pause a minute. I've literally, whoops, switched the wrong lights off. I've literally got a few seconds to just quickly come into the kitchen and clean the kitchen mirror, because I know, I always do that as part of my weekly home blessing, and I know it needs doing. Because we cook in here and we use this as like a splashback, so it always needs doing. There we are, finished. Woohoo! So I've done some zone work and a little bit of weekly home blessing cleaning. Anyway, probably the kitchen needs a bit of a tidy up now, doesn't it? Anyway, thank you for joining me. I can see hotspots raging everywhere. Anyway, I hope you're enjoying the videos and that I'm motivating you to get up and do something, even if it's just for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. It does make a difference. Anyway, if you're enjoying the videos, please do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how you're getting on. I love to hear from you, and it really motivates me to get on and do my things as well. Thank you. Bye.